That was so chilling. Quite enjoyed that on a Saturday afternoon. So I'm Jacci Jones, and this is State of Mind, which is here until 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to mix it up a bit this week, I think. I might read a bit from a book, which is a very interesting book. I'm just showing it on my live from the studio as we speak. The title of the book is a little colourful, let's say, and it's aimed at over 18s. So the title is WTF, I think we all know what that stands for, are the three principles. As some of you may know, I run a private practice and I see clients, and one of the things I use in my coaching is called the three principles, which was kind of pulled together by a chap called Sid Banks, and there's lots of books out there. Some of them are a bit heavy going and some of them are really light-hearted and speak my kind of language. And this is a book by Amir Kartoudi, which is a chap in America, and I emailed him this week and asked if I could read extracts of his book, and he said, yeah, go for it, he would love me to do that. So I'm going to read an extract. I'll probably split it up into a couple of sections so that I don't bore you to tears with my voice, but you can look forward to that coming up in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Hi and welcome back. So it's Jacci Jones on State of Mind, and I just wanted to read you part of a book that I mentioned earlier on. The title of the book is WTF are the three principles, and it's by Amir Kartoudi, who's a great author, and he gave me permission to do this. So I'm going to split it up into a few smaller sections so that it's easily digestible. So here we go. This I know to be true. Number 1, I will have a negative thought. Number 2, I may or may not engage in thought about form. 3, no matter how often it repeats itself, something new always shows up. 4, it's not my job to fix the energy of thought when it shows up. 5, if I force questions with the same feeling I want to get away from, I get stuck in more negative thought. 6, you will get out of whatever current thought you are in because the system is designed to give you new thought. 7, you are designed to have low moods and high moods. As psychologist George Pransky once said, the only trick in life is to be grateful for your highs and graceful with your lows. And finally, of this section, number 8, if it's part of the human design, then there isn't a problem with having patterns repeating themselves. The problem is when we see the repetition itself as the problem. The problem further expands when we think we should be somewhere else besides where we are in this moment. So it might sound a little bit deep and, oh my God, what that's all about. But basically, it's talking about thoughts, and that we're designed to have lots of thoughts throughout the day. We're also designed to have positive thoughts and negative thoughts, but what we then do with those thoughts is what often causes problems. So I'll be reading a little bit more of the book over the next half an hour. I think probably in this first hour I'll be reading a bit more, so you can look forward to that. So the next part of the book that I want to read says, it's when I say something like this to myself. Okay, I know it's just thought. I know I'm feeling the energy of thought in the moment, but it's been 8 minutes and 34 seconds already. I need to meet the new boss, and this feeling is going to mess it up. I'm giving you 2 more minutes or else I'm going to feel worse. It doesn't work that way. However, when you're stuck in unhelpful thoughts, just knowing that it is thought can make a tremendous difference wherever you may be. So it's just realising that it's a thought, and thoughts come and thoughts go. Let's imagine for a moment that you had only one channel on your radio and you were enjoying listening to the station. All of a sudden, a Justin Bieber song comes up and you hate Justin Bieber. What would you do? Would you go around asking why the station sometimes plays songs you don't like? No. If you know the nature of radio stations, you'd know that you're only one song away from hearing something new. Songs always change. It's the nature of radio playlists. Now, if you didn't know that, I could see why it would be bothersome. Even worse, what if they had a Justin Bieber marathon? You'd have to listen to more than a few songs. Again, if you know that eventually even Justin is going to run out of songs, that wouldn't be a problem either. There's nothing in the rule book that states you can't garden, go to work, kiss your kids, read a book, meditate, Ride a bike, write a book or whatever while Justin Bieber is playing in the background. There is also nothing in the rules that states you can't garden, go to work, kiss your kids, read a book, meditate, ride a bike, write a book or whatever the energy of thought is playing in the background. The important part isn't whether you are stuck in thought, it's knowing that the system is designed to get mucked up from time to time. The system is also designed to self-regulate, so let the system do what it does. You just go on and do the life part, regardless of what thought happens to appear in the moment. A new song is bound to come along. I just love that.
102.8 Chorley FM.
Jacci here again, and I want to read a bit more of Amir Karkudi's book. I've been talking about it for the first couple of hours, and it's called WTF are the Three Principles. The Three Principles it's a description, not a prescription, for how we can live our life more settled, more grounded, and appreciate being a human being. Sometimes life throws us a bit of a curveball, but the three P's, as it's more commonly known, helps us just guide our way through that. So the next chapter that I'm going to read in the book is chapter 14, or question number 14. And it says, I know the principles and I can't get myself to the gym. What's wrong with me and how can I get inspired? So it might be, this is me, this is not reading from the book, this is me just interjecting. It might be that it might not be just going to the gym, it might be going out, it might be socialising, it could be anything. But you can use the three principles in every area of your life. In fact, they're running all the time. We don't need to use them or do anything with them, they're just there. So here we go. In Amir's words, if only the three principles would magically give me enough motivation to force me to go to the gym. However, the principles aren't there to motivate you. They are simply a description of how both life and reality works. And life sometimes gives us 101 reasons why you shouldn't want to go to the gym today. And it will also give us a host of other useful and not so useful ideas and thoughts. The good news is, motivation is not a necessity for going to the gym. I used to think it was. I relied heavily on my state of mind to make decisions, whether it was getting up in front of a crowd of 200 people to speak about the three principles or getting myself ready to walk into the gym. I used to think that a certain thought was necessary to give me clarity or a kick in the right direction, healthier, better body. I found something out after going to the gym when I was inspired, tired, angry, frustrated, mentally hurt, curious, psychologically frustrated, you name it. I found out that my state of mind was nothing to do with me being able to lift weights. So now I go to the gym and bring my annoying chatter with me. The good news is I can lift weights regardless of the chatter. This is the most strategic I will get in this book. Notice that there have not been any prescriptions presented in this book thus far. However, if you want to go to the gym yet you have a mental block, are you ready for this? Go to the gym anyway. And if you have negative thoughts about going to the gym or have no motivation, then I would highly suggest that you still go to the gym. There's no way around this one. And like my 18-month-old baby has shown me, she doesn't care whether it's raining or sunny outside. She's outside playing, and as if it's her last day on earth. That's what's the cool lesson for me. She intrinsically figured out that rain or shine, she can play. I've realised from watching my daughter that I can go to the gym despite my foggy thoughts, and I can play with whatever decides to show up in my head. I don't have a good principle answer for you for this one. Well, actually, I do. Are you ready to hear it? Shut up and do the work. Let universal mind sort out the noise in your head. Your biceps will thank you for it. This is also relevant for writing a book, creating a seminar, planning a trip, or starting a business. I just think the way that he writes is brilliant. Yeah, we're going to have thoughts. We're going to have those 101 questions about should I go to the gym? Should I go out? What if? But do it anyway. Life's full of ups and downs. If you need somebody to talk to, don't forget I'm here. You can contact me via email at jacci.jones@chorley